All right, guys, listen up. Today, I'm taking you through a story that sounds like it's straight out of a high-budget Hollywood blockbuster. We're talking about absolute power, ancient demons, and a monster who ruled the world for 1,000 years. Get ready, because this is one of the darkest and most epic legends you've ever heard. It all started with Jamshid. He was a legendary king, a man of immense glory who brought peace and prosperity to the land for centuries. But power is like a poison. It slowly corrupted his heart. Jamshid became blinded by his own ego. He started seeing himself as a god, and that was a mistake that cost him everything. While the empire was crumbling from within, another figure was rising in the shadows: Zahhak. He was a young, ambitious prince with a soul burning for power. He wanted more than anyone else. And that's exactly when the devil decided to make his move. The devil, or Ahriman, disguised himself as a master chef and infiltrated Zahhak's palace. He began preparing dishes that no one had ever tasted before: exotic, delicious, and meat-based meals. Zahhak became obsessed. He was hooked. One day, the chef asked for a simple favor: to kiss Zahhak's shoulders as a sign of respect. Zahhak agreed, but the second the devil's lips touched his skin, boom, two massive pitch-black snakes burst out of his shoulders. They tried everything to get rid of them. They cut them off, but the snakes just grew back instantly. Zahhak was terrified. Then, the chef returned in another disguise and whispered, "There is only one way to keep these serpents calm. You must feed them the brains of young men." And from that moment, the nightmare began. Every single day, 2 young people had to be sacrificed. Their lives were taken just to keep the snakes quiet. Zahhak transformed into a monster who slaughtered his own people just to stay alive. With the dark power given to him by the devil, Zahhak launched a massive invasion. Jamshid was defeated, and Zahhak took the throne. This was the beginning of the 1000-year empire, a millennium of pure terror. People lived in constant fear, never knowing if their children would be the next victims. Justice was dead, but even in the darkest times, there's always a glimmer of hope. Inside the palace, 2 chefs named Armael and Garmael couldn't stand the cruelty anymore. They started a secret resistance. Every day, they would save one of the 2 victims, replacing their brain with a sheep's brain. Those who were saved fled to the mountains, forming a hidden army waiting for the day to strike back. As the years passed, Zahhak had a terrifying dream. He saw 3 heroes marching toward him, ready to bind him in chains. He woke up screaming. His advisors told him the truth. This dream means a boy from the royal bloodline is coming to take your crown. That boy's name was Feridun. He was a descendant of the old kings, raised in secret in the heart of the mountains. He grew up strong, fueled by the stories of his ancestors, and he was ready to end the 1,000-year darkness. Feridun wasn't alone. He was joined by Kaveh the Blacksmith, a man who had lost his sons to Zahhak's snakes. Kaveh took his leather blacksmith's apron, tied it to a spear, and raised it as a flag of rebellion. It became the symbol of freedom. Zahhak was away when the rebellion reached the capital. Feridun charged into the palace and liberated the prisoners. But then, Zahhak returned for one final showdown. The battle was legendary. Feridun swung his massive ox-headed mace and delivered a crushing blow to Zahhak's head. He was ready to finish him, but a voice from the heavens stopped him. "Do not kill him. His time has not come. You must imprison him." Feridun followed the command. They dragged Zahhak, bound in heavy, unbreakable chains, to the heights of Mount Damavand. There, in a deep, dark cave, they locked him away for eternity. Legend says you can still hear his screams echoing through the mountains to this day. And just like that, 1,000 years of tyranny came to an end. The people celebrated, and Feridun took the throne, bringing light and justice back to the world. That was the legend of Zahhak, one of the most intense stories from the Persian Book of Kings. If you want to hear more epic legends like this, hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.